Okay, so today I'm doing a couple things. I'm going to a couple places, meeting a couple people, and yeah, you're pretty much just gonna come along for the ride. While we're doing this, I'm just gonna be telling you a little bit of a story of, something that happened to a friend of mine and me a couple weeks back while we were out shooting. So, yeah. Okay, so Samora, which is a friend of mine, and we went out to try and film some light trails. This must have been like 2 weeks back, and yeah, basically it was the first time I ever was gonna try this, and I thought, hey, Samora is a pretty cool guy to take with, that might work. And so yeah, we went. The scene was pretty perfect. We cruised into Hatfield at just about sunset. The traffic was like relatively busy, there wasn't a lot going on. The weather was beautiful, and you know what, it was just all around pretty much a vibe. Pretty much as I expected, we generated quite a lot of interest, whether it was people cycling past, people walking past, people driving past. Everybody was looking at us, and quite a few people actually stopped and spoke to us. And the number one question people were asking was, what are you guys doing? Which is understandable. I mean, it's two dudes chilling on the side of the road. The second question after that was, why? And also very understandable. I can understand that question. And then the question that followed came 7 out of 10 times we got this question, and it was, you're gonna get robbed and mugged, and all your stuff is gonna get stolen. So this video goes out to the people who asked that question. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, I live in South Africa, specifically Pretoria. And Pretoria is known for a lot of things, jacaranda trees being one of them. But other than that, we've got beautiful people, beautiful architecture, but the one thing South Africa isn't known for is safety. Okay, so South Africa has never been an incredibly safe place, whether it was like ships crashing in Cape Town or lions, and the same is today. It's not an incredibly safe place, despite all the high walls, the electric fences, the security companies, and SA News is always full of negative stuff. And our crime stats are really, really bad, with an average of like 58 murders a day and a total of 52,420 recorded sexual assaults. I think that was in 2018. So you can kind of understand why so many people are security conscious. Although I think the security consciousness has led to a lot of people being scared to do stuff that they love, which has thrown a lot of anxious creatives into a pit. I think a lot of people are just really hesitant of what might happen while you're out shooting, filming, painting, performing, whatever, that it stops them from creating. That statement that the video is about, that was said to Samora and I, was extremely irritating to hear over and over again. I knew there was a risk involved in shooting on a street in a busy intersection at dark hours of the day, but I wasn't alone. And obviously there will always be risks while filming or shooting in public, but 98.24% whatever of the time, the rewards are greater than the risks. So this is my advice to everyone, creative or not. Don't let the state of your country, town, school, city influence your creative output. Now, there's obviously some gray areas to this statement because some situations are extreme and unavoidable. I'm not telling you to go out and break the law because it's messing with your creative outlet. No, don't do that. That's a bad idea. Just don't let factors like being scared or anxious or nervous affect the art you produce. With that said, I'm going to give 4 tips on how you can take your art and do it in the world. These are tips that helped me, so maybe they'll help you. And they're just creative or not, like you can use these. These are pretty solid just for everyday life. Let people know where you are. It doesn't matter who you are, you should be doing this anyway, but it doesn't hurt to let like a couple friends, some family members know what you're up to, where you're going to be. You can even use like apps like Find My Friends or whatever on iPhone, if you have an iPhone, and that kind of thing, and people will actually just be able to see where you are. I know on WhatsApp you can set like a live location for an hour or something, so that's always a good idea, just so that if something were to go wrong, people would know where to find you. 2, take someone with you. Filming and stuff is exciting, but it's generally a lot more fun with friends. Take 1 or 2 or 5 or 16 people with you. Safety in numbers, I mean, it never hurts, and often you get better stuff. You can ask opinions on things, you can like bounce ideas off of each other. So yeah, be creative in groups. And number 3, be vigilant. Always be aware of what's going on around you. If you know what's going on, generally you can predict if something's a little bit sketchy or shady. And also, if you're super vigilant all the time, it kind of deters attention away from you, because you're not being oblivious to what's happening around you. And number 4, only show what you need to. So this is a different one, but basically don't take like tons and tons of equipment with you. Only take like the bare necessities. Try and keep it as light as possible. Just showing like a lot of stuff that you have on you, it just makes you more of a target, makes you like there's more of a risk. As always, thanks for watching the video. Leave a like and subscribe down below, and let me know what you think about like my whole idea of like the safety of your country not allowing you to influence your creative outlets. I think it's something we need to think about, and yeah, so drop a comment about that. Leave any more tips down below for other people or stuff that you found useful, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.